Andrew Hazen of Jericho, co-founder and CEO of Angel Dough Ventures, a startup accelerator for new business ideas and opportunities, which presently has a dozen portfolio companies on Long Island. His latest project in the increasingly popular arena of monthly subscription services is the topic of today's In the Spotlight. Well, joining us now is Andrew Hazen. He's the founder and CEO of Angel Dough Ventures, which is here in Westbury, where they're based. And we're talking today, Andrew, about monthly subscription services. You started bagelofthemonth.com a few years back, and it's really taking off now.
Yes, we're up almost 300% from 2015 to 2016, and we don't see any signs of us slowing down.
Terrific. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So let's talk about monthly subscription services. It is a very hot trend in e-commerce. Why did you decide to dive into it?
Sure. So as an entrepreneur, as an investor, I love business models that have revenue coming in on a monthly basis. So with the subscription model, you know how many subscribers. We have almost 1,000 subscribers. So you know every month what the revenue is, what your cost is. So it's kind of fixed in some regard.
Right.
And then also to scale, once you have the right ingredients in place, you can really just dial up and serve as many customers as needed.
And Andrew, tell us exactly how you came up with the concept of bagelofthemonth.com, you know, the origins. You're obviously a bagel lover.
I worked at Bagel Boss as a kid growing up here in Long Island, and I went to law school in Michigan. So when I was in law school, my parents used to send me bagels to Michigan. And when I toast them up in the apartment, everyone would come running, you know, what I had that smelled so great.
Right.
So I figured if there's a fruit of the month club, there's a wine of the month club, there's a cigar of the month club, we have to create the bagel of the month club. And I went to my friend Adam, who owns Bagel Boss, and said, if I get the orders, will you make your great product for me to ship? He said, bring me the orders, and that's what we've been doing.
What about when it comes to food and shipping that? What about the freshness aspect to it?
Great. So we use our proprietary system for packaging the food. We ship USPS priority mail. So if we ship on Monday, you have the bagels by Wednesday. But it is a concern. If we did go to next day, it would cut into our margins pretty tight because it's expensive to send things next day.
All right. So these are all considerations.
All considerations when you have a monthly subscription business.
We did talk about some things you need to keep in mind with regard to shipping.
Sure.
I mean, obviously you have very little overhead, but you do have to worry about weight.
Yeah, ideally if you're in the subscription business, you have to keep a few things in mind. One of them is shipping, as you indicated. So typically if you can keep things under a pound, which for bagels is very difficult, it's almost 5 pounds for a dozen, but if you can keep your package to under a pound, it helps tremendously for shipping.
Yeah.
USPS, FedEx, USPS priority mail, they all based on the weights, and also how you go about sourcing your products. So many subscription companies either get samples from manufacturers or they get things just below cost so they can scale. But the issue is, if you don't have a lot of members in the beginning, it's difficult to get manufacturers or vendors to pay attention to you when you only have 20, 30, 40 members in the beginning.
Yeah.
It's difficult for them to give you the product at the right price.
And how did you get around that?
So the way I went about it, my friend Adam Rosner owns Bagel Boss, so I partnered with Adam in that I'm in the bagel business without actually owning a bagel store.
Right. So Andrew, obviously there's the logistical simplicity of running a monthly subscription service, but there are certain obstacles involved.
So other obstacles for subscription companies is curating different products each month. So they want to keep their members intrigued, excited, and looking forward to receiving that package. We're a little bit different because we found a niche where people really miss New York bagels. So every month it's the same thing that they look forward to. I do find it more concerning for subscription companies that have to mix it up each month and try to keep their members excited, because most attrition rate happens after 3 to 5 months because people just aren't as excited as they were in the beginning about getting that monthly subscription. Whereas if it's something really niche or something that really hits close to home, they look forward to getting that package every month.
And Andrew, we like to give our viewers the takeaways if someone out there is interested in starting with monthly subscription services. So what would be step one in your opinion?
So if you want to get started in the monthly subscription business, some great things to check out is a platform called Cratejoy. Cratejoy.com is a plug-and-play solution for people to test having a subscription business. So instead of building a website and getting all those complicated bills, I think it's $38 a month and you can literally be in the subscription business. You need the product and a brand to attract members. I'd also check with your local USPS office to find out what the price breaks are in shipping, and also see if you can find manufacturers to give you either samples, so free product for you to send out, versus you having to acquire and pay for merchandise to sit in inventory and potentially go bad at some point.